Okay guys, so we already made it to 900. That means we can start using a new opening. So the check piece is already part of our repertoire according to these guys. Oh, we got the white pieces. So let's do e4 anyways. And hopefully, okay, there we go. So nice e3. Let me get into the Fortnite. So guys, those of you who are new to the channel, I'm following these openings that I got from this guy I'm following YouTube. You can check him out. I don't like him. He talks too much. Long videos, not my style. So he told me to play here the Fortnite Scotch. And when we get to the next level, then we can bring a new opening. As you can see, d4 here doesn't really make much sense, does it? Well, I think it does actually. So I'm gonna do d4. So this is officially d4 is the Scotch, ready to take. If they take back, I take with my queen, and that's going to be a very centralized queen. Now, those of you who think this is too fast, 2-1, don't forget you can always rewind, or you could go to that guy's channel. He takes his time to explain. Maybe you like it better. Now here I could take on c6, why not? And then I could bring the bishop to d3 to defend. Now this is a very unique opportunity. I could take and force them to lose the right to castle. So I'm gonna go with that. By the way, if we get, okay, so if we win this one, we're not gonna make it to 1,000 yet, but we're gonna be there soon. All right, so this is a pin, we know that one. And I'm thinking of castling queenside with a check. So let's give it a try. Bishop e7, they went back. And now it's always nice to put the king in safety with a tempo. Oh, they're pinning themselves. So can I put pressure on it? I don't think so. Right, let me just attack this knight. Maybe we could do something about that. The knight doesn't have many good squares. So what if I take it? Okay, I gotta take here first. So I guess it's gonna go back. Nope. All right, so just like that, we got a free pawn. And notice that we haven't done anything extraordinary. We got a free pawn. Now we're going to simplify the pieces. So if I manage to trade rooks for rooks, bishop for bishop, I'm going to be left with an extra pawn. That should be a pretty easy win. Now, next thing that we gotta do is activate all of our pieces. So notice that all of our pieces are active. There's a tactic in the air and they missed it. So simple deflection. When the king goes away, we get their bishop. And now our rook is on the 7th rank. If they block, happy to trade and get to that endgame. Now, should I take this pawn and let them take my pawn? I don't think so. This is a passed pawn. More importantly, is a protected passed pawn. So this should be enough to win the game. So now I'm happy to, okay, let me just use my rook to go after their weak pawns. And at the same time, if they offer to trade rooks, I'm happy. Another thing that I like is that my rook is cutting off their king. All right, so this is an endgame. Time to activate the king. They could do something like g5. Nope. But if they did, we could always do g3. So I want to keep my protected pass pawn. So there we go. My king is active. Rook is active. So I think that has been the pattern in this game. All right, let me try this to do g4. Now we get away from the attack with a tempo on this pawn. And next thing you know, we're doing g4. So pawn majority, we have 4 pawns versus 2 on the king side. So it only makes sense. Now f5, this is just too much. And something that you should know is a rule that I learned from that guy that I follow on YouTube, that 2 pawns on the 6th rank could be more powerful than a rook. Now this is a perfect opportunity to trade rooks, and with those 2 extra pawns, this should be pretty easy. Now, how about we do f6? Deflection. If they take, I get the rook. Okay, so if I do e7, they go up. All right, let me just take. And now I'm going to try to bring my king in. Now, I'm not afraid of their pawns. I have 3 versus 3. So they're not going to be able to create anything. So let's see. Now check. If they go here, this is mate. If not, then I'm just going to go check and then I get a queen. And as you can see, there you go. So my opponent resigned and we finished it. Nothing extraordinary. Just develop our pieces, play the opening to get to the middle game safely, and then we outplayed them in the end game. So with that said, guys, I will see you on game number 7.